So today on Santi Zap page, I'm surprised Santi Zap ain't chime in at one point. He probably just watching back and forth. Me and this dude, I'm gonna shout him out real quick. His name is Hector underscore T dot R dot underscore 20. Me and
First of all,
him.
your name's too long, sir. Number one.
Name. I'm assuming somebody else had the same name or whatnot. But
Sound like a
right. So Santi Zap, he cut a video saying how he saw that Jey Uso was in the tournament and he felt like IWC community gonna burst into flames if Jey Uso even advances far into the tourney. And he was like, this is a one match. Like he's set to go. He already bought his ticket, but he was like, this is a one match where if Jey Uso is a winning, he'd be like, nah, I'm good. And I probably won't go. And my comment is,
if it's Jey Uso versus Cena for the last match.
Yeah. I commented and said that I never understand the Jey Uso slander and that wrestling fans are some of the most corniest fans ever. So I got a couple comments for mainly me and this dude. And there's another dude who I was going back and forth with too. Hendrix.
Oh my God, he's got a steel chair. He's got a chair. What the hell are you doing here, Hendrix?
He ain't got a steel chair. He got snacks. He got some chips.
Yo, dog, go to bed, you.
Hey, you gotta go to bed, man. Okay. Take that to mommy and ask her if you can have some.
No, don't set my boy up like that. Do not take that to your mother. Do not take that to your mother. Don't set my son up like that, yo. Don't set my godson up. Take that to your mother. Don't set my godson up like that.
It's the only way, dog. But yeah, so when I put that, of course, like every time, and I'm gonna say this, every time that I've commented on Jay, people always say, "Oh, well, he's mid in the ring." I had one dude today say he can't cut a promo. You know what I'm saying? His matches haven't been great, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay. I had time today. You know what I'm saying? Today was a day off today. Shout out to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. Thank you for your service.
Shout out to all the veterans. Respect y'all.
Yeah, man. So I had time today and I responded and I was like, well, I said, they was like, he can't even do the spear right. And I said, well, did you see CM Punk spear? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I mean? I said, don't make excuses. But here's what I want to say to everybody, because I'm tired of the Jey Uso slander. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. Because here's the problem. You know how in sports, I'm gonna use two dynasties, for example, Alabama. Alabama before Nick Saban wasn't good in my lifetime. They weren't a powerhouse. They were what probably like what Tennessee is, you know what I'm saying, right now, what Florida is right now. Like they were good. They had good teams, you know what I'm saying, but they never were like a championship threat. You know what I mean? And then Nick Saban comes along and now they're the underdog. So now we got this dynasty we were about to create. They win 2 chips, and then all of a sudden, before they can get to that 4th chip, what happened? Everybody went from loving Alabama to hating them, right? Patriots. Tom Brady comes along. Oh, we got this underdog story, this 7th-round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like the Patriots, they did the unthinkable. They beat the Rams, greatest show on turf. You know what I mean? They won 2 Super Bowls before they get that 3rd one. What happened? Now we all hate the Patriots, right? My problem with wrestling fans is the same logic, but expedite that. So instead of waiting until we get to you know how like with both of those stories I shared, before you got to the 3rd and 4th chip, all of a sudden turned into hate. We got tired of it, right? You expedite that by 2 years with wrestling fans. It's like as soon as the underdog gets on top, pause, wrestling fans turn. Like, and they're ready, and they're already, as soon as you win that belt, they're already ready for the next underdog. They're ready to get behind the next person. So forget the reign. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened. And don't get me wrong, there could be some credence to these situations, but it happens time in and time out. Look at Cody. As soon as Cody finished his story, what happened? Oh, we ready for Homelander, Cody. We ready for this. We ready for that. Soon as Jay won his matches, right? Because Jay, and I looked at it and I pulled up Cage match ratings to see like if I was wrong. Jay ain't have too many bad matches this year. He had the bad performance at Saturday night's main event, and there was another one. I can't think of what it was. But outside of that, he hasn't had any bad matches. Now I'm saying to the guy on Instagram, like, look, in ring wise, he's actually gotten better than he was 2 years ago. Jay, when he first started, when it was first giving him that singles push versus Jay now, he's actually better. You know what I mean? But that's my issue, is that we don't even give them a chance. We don't necessarily get the faces that make it, you know what I'm saying, get that championship match and get that title. We don't give them a fair chance. And the same thing is going to happen with LA Knight. Everybody that wants LA Knight to get this push, same thing is going to happen. He's going to get his push finally. He's going to win his belt. And then 3 months later, oh, this is mid. Triple H don't know how to book. He mid in the ring, blah, blah, blah. It's a corny repeated cycle, yo. And now I'm tired of it. That's my soapbox. I'll let y'all chime in. I had to get that off my chest, though. I've been waiting all day to get that off my chest. So yeah.
Man, ISO.
ISO. But yeah, y'all got any comments before we move on?
I mean, it's like there's credence to what you're saying. Like, it is a trope to where once you climb the mountaintop, people get tired of you. But I think it's more so of, I don't think this is the case with Jay. Like, I don't think that at all. People, wrestling fans especially, because your analogy to the Patriots and whatnot, to the Alabama, Tom Brady, that doesn't actually fit this scenario. Because I think wrestling fans really just don't like being told who to cheer for. Like, they really hate that. And I don't think this is the case with Jay. I don't understand what the case is with Jay at all.
I think they feel like he doesn't deserve it. My bad for interrupting you. I think.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
But they weren't saying that a few months ago. That's my thing. They won't saying this like in January. They won't saying this in December. They won't saying this at all last year. It was a completely different scenario. Now that we hear, and his title reign wasn't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, his title reign wasn't like, it was like this super trash title reign. He only had the belt for what, 2.5 months? If that, you know what I mean? So that's my issue. Like, to say he doesn't deserve it, there's no credence to that. And then there's even the Jimmy aspect, right? Yeah, I know I've been saying on this podcast for a minute that Jimmy is better in every scenario. So the dude I was arguing with, he was like, Jimmy is better in every way. I said, so if Jimmy is better in every way, then why don't the people get behind Jimmy Uso the way they did Jay? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay ain't automatically coming to this thing, you know what I'm saying, taking off, selling all this merchandise. No, that all that stuff had to be built up, right? I said, when Jimmy Uso come out, how come everybody's sitting down? I said, I've never in my life seen somebody in person wear any type of Jimmy Uso merchandise unless it was related to the Usos of the bloodline. Like that No Yeet shirt, all that stuff. I've never seen anybody wear none of that stuff. I said, why y'all ain't get behind Jimmy? And he was like, well, because the people get behind, you know what I'm saying, everybody that they push. And I said, I've never in my life bought a shirt based on who was getting pushed. I bought shirts based on who I support. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the other aspect. Like, y'all feel like Jimmy, which I don't have a problem with, but why y'all don't get behind? Why y'all not buying his merch? Why y'all not having a movement like I did for carrying a cross? You know what I mean? Like, some of that stuff just ain't adding up, man. It just ain't adding up, bro. It just don't add up.
I think it's about who they feel deserves it, and like you add in, like, you have a story to tell. When Cody, if you want to use Cody as an example, when Cody got to the belt, they gave him a quick chance to see what was going to happen after he won the belt, and the story really wasn't there. You know, what was the story?
Gotta be something. Gotta be realistic too.
All right, ain't no story to go along with it. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Let me get what I want now. Give me Homelander. Same thing with Jay. All right, boom, this came out of nowhere. So he's a champ. Let's see what he does. All right, I need him to turn heel now. Like, or nah, he doesn't. He needs to prove more to be in the title scene. One or the other. So, yeah, I think it's yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's a curse of. I mean, I know y'all ain't gonna want to hear me say this, but it is a curse of following behind Roman, because before Roman, there was no stories. Roman brought the stories back. there's legends on record saying this. Roman brought the old school storytelling back, like the long-term storytelling back. And like once Roman went away, there was no fair follow-up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can't do that. Like you can't do that long form like what the old people are saying. Like you have to give so much TV time to do that. And you're sacrificing way too much as far as your roster that you're paying.
Yeah.
So again, like, yeah, I get, people love that, but again, at what cost? You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is 100% fair. My thing is why are we not also using that as a fair way to criticize like what's going on as far as the championship reigns? Because what you're saying is 100% spot on, but it's not factored when we judge Cody Rhodes' title reign after WrestleMania 40 or some of these other title reigns. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost you, especially like SmackDown went back to being 2 hours. It's gonna cost you TV time if you do that, right? So is credence to giving other people time, but why don't we factor that stuff in when it goes to evaluating these championship reigns? You know what I'm saying? Like I just like a lot of this stuff, man, just don't be consistent and it don't be adding up. And it's like this constant wave of
I mean, the story is more important than the title at the end of the day.
I agree.
The story props up the title. You know what I mean? And the issue you have is that if you get a good story, it has to fit within that box of what they need at that point in time. An example being like LA Knight. Like he was hot, but again, you have Roman's story going on at that same time. All right, you feed him to Roman, you give him a title shot, but that's all you're gonna get out of that. You know what I mean? You have him hot and fire, and on fire, but you can't really put a legit story behind him because it's going to conflict. Even if they had something really, really good to give him, it's going to conflict with what was going on at that time, which was the main thing, which is the Roman and the Bloodline story.
Right.
So again, like I think it's so much plays into that, and what's going on at the time, what stories are really going to work. And then there are times, obviously, when it's an influx or reverse where the title outweighs the story. And I think an example of that would have been like with the undisputed titles and stuff like that. But
yeah, I think the only exception to that is for somebody like if it's a character situation like Gunther. Like I don't think Gunther necessarily needs to have a good story with anybody. I think with Gunther, we just looking forward to the next classic match. I think it would be the same thing if somebody like Sheamus, you know what I'm saying, won the IC title. Let's say Sheamus beat John Cena for the IC title, right? What Sheamus known for, banger after banger after banger. So we're not necessarily looking for like these amazing storylines with him. We just want the great wrestling. So I do think there are exceptions to that, but in general, you are right. And I think that's why people were so disappointed with Cody. I think that's why some people were disappointed with Jay, because it was like Jay, he won the belt. Now what's next? And they ain't really have nothing for him. They got something for him now. Jay arguably has the most compelling story on Raw, which we are about to talk about here in a second in regards to that story. But yeah.
People should be more disappointed at Cody than they should be at Jay, for the simple fact that people know Cody can tell a story. Like people know he can. Like
it's a good point. That's a great point, Ashley. It's a good point. We get in that right there. So look, before we get into War Games, we gotta talk about that was dope that they had Regal out there randomly yesterday. But yeah, as a black podcast, as a black wrestling podcast, we gotta talk about the situation that happened with Westside, man. So for our audience that, because some people I've seen this comment and everything, some people generally don't know who Westside is and like what his influence is in regards to hip hop. So
shout out to Griselda.
Shout out to Griselda, man. So I mean, on this podcast, we don't talk about it a lot, but all three of us are legit like real hip hop fans. Like we're real rap fans. Like as much as we love wrestling, we love rap. So for us, Westside is somebody who made wrestling. I ain't gonna say he 100% made wrestling cool for the hip hop community, but he
think
was
he brought light to it. He brought more
brought
light
light
to
to
it, I
it.
should say.
Yeah, he brought
Him,
more.
shout out to him, shout out to Smoke,
Yep.
and Wale.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out the whole Griselda with that too, because they was on a lot of them mixtapes where he was doing that. So, but for those of you who have not heard the news by now, most of you have. He was recently at an event in Buffalo. I want to say it was Monday Night Raw. Paid like $5K plus for the seats. 3 minutes into the show, WWE security came and removed them from the arena. And then also put out a cease and desist for his wrestling material. He had just dropped a mixtape. I want to say the mixtape called Heels Have Eyes 3. And it was yeah, he had posted billboards around like New York and stuff like that. I want to say the album cover is Ted DiBiase and Virgil. They put a cease and desist on all of that, and as far as his references in regards to wrestling or whatnot, not a lot has came out in regards to exactly why this went down. We all are speculating and have our theories in regards to exactly why, but WWE has not came out and said exactly what went down and why. I'm not sure Westside knows exactly why because he has a comment on it. So my question to you is, well, not necessarily a question, just what's y'all thoughts on the whole situation?
Business is business, player. Business is business, man. At the end of the day, they sent that cease and desist because of them albums and everything. They told you exactly what it was right then and there. It would have been like Tony Khan popping up at a WWE Raw event to sit there and watch the show. Now, we are going to escort you out the same way they did when AEW fans were going up to WWE shows at the start. Escort them boys right out. You got no business here because you're competition. Again, like Westside does have his own wrestling company, and the fact of what he does in promotions, but what he does in conjunction, tying that into wrestling, he kind of piggybacks off of WWE's name, image and likeness, so to speak, to promote his own, brand as a musician and a wrestling promoter now. So WWE is just protecting their brand at the end of the day. It sucks. These are the opportunities where it's like, hey, maybe they can work together. I know WWE has the whole WWE ID thing where they do work with independent promotions and partner with them. So hopefully they can get this resolved in some way, shape, or form and can partner, later on down the line. But as it stands, hey man, we all love convenience. Doesn't mean we have a right to it. We all want explanations. Don't mean we get a right to them. That's why I say business is business, man. Yeah, hey, we feel like you are a threat to our business marketing model or whatever. Gotta go. Hate to see that happen to Westside though at the end of the day.
Shat, you go ahead before I comment.
I love that. We all love convenience. That means we're entitled to it. I love that. Well, that's a bar right there. I know me and Dent spoke. We spoke about it yesterday when we was at the gym, and I want to say what we talked about, but I don't think it'll be responsible. We want to be a responsible podcast. In fact, we said that theory out loud. That's not responsible enough, and I wouldn't put that kind of thing out in the air. But it is unfortunate. Westside is a huge wrestling fan, like a huge wrestling fan. He's at all of the PLEs, not in the cheap seats, front row, camera side. He just showed that he had just bought 2 suites for WrestleMania, and not the cheap suites either.
For Saturday night.
It's Saturday night. What's that? I thought it was Mania. It was Saturday. I thought it was Mania.
Nah, he did Mania.
No, Saturday. Nah, it was Saturday night's main event.
I mean, he bought both.
The one where he was on the Pete Rosenberg show.
Yeah,
he was talking about Saturday night's main event on that show.
I thought
he might. I mean, knowing him, he probably had bought WrestleMania suites too, though.
And not the cheap ones either. Like I said, he does put eyes on the product, but at the end of the day, if the company that owns the product doesn't want you speaking on the product, nothing much you can do about it. Because as much money as you spend, There's 10
Bro, that's a
other.
drop in a damn bucket to
Yeah,
them.
like there's not even that. That's easily replaceable.
That's
like
a fart in the wind.
Yeah, somebody else will take that seat. There's another green shirt guy out there. There's another
fly
Trinidad and
on a
Tobago.
bull's ass, man.
Yeah, there's another Trinidad and Tobago flag guy out there that'll take your place, Westside.
Green shirt guy.
Yeah, there's another green shirt guy. Like, it sucks. It really does, because Westside is what I want all wrestling fans to be like. And the wrestling fans could be cool, man. Wrestling fans don't have to be corny.
They don't.
But yeah, it sucks. But this is another case of big bank take little bank.
Yeah, too comfortable, man.
Y'all answer's politically cute. I like that. It's politically cute. Y'all answers. I say
That ain't politically cute. It's the truth.
I'll
Look,
joke
bro,
with you, man.
You're a big corporation. You know, rule number one is protect your brand at all costs.
So they'll
strike your YouTube channel if you use their joint. We've got a strike before. They'll strike your joint if you use your YouTube page if you use footage without their permission.
Everything y'all saying, there's nothing wrong with what y'all saying. It's not like what y'all saying is false. What y'all saying is right. I think there's a couple of issues that I have with it though. Number one, right? By now, like you knew Westside was coming to the show. Like, one of those surprised that he just popped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew he was coming to the show, right? Why wait until 3 minutes? Like, why wait until right after the show started to do that? Like, why make a scene out of it? Why not just block him from coming to the show altogether? Or why not just stop him upon his entry? Like, there's no way nobody be able to convince me that they didn't know that he was going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody with that type of profile, right? So you wouldn't know, like, if some man named Post Malone, when he shows at the event, you don't know he gonna be there before he show up. No, you know, somebody spending that type of money,
I think you're giving Westside a little bit too much credit.
No, I'm just it's a fair question. Not even too much credit. It's like, you knew, they know you don't think they know green shirt guy's gonna be there before he gets there? You don't think they know, like, who's spending like
in the world of WWE and IWC, even green shirt guy is more well known than Westside Gunn, respect.
But I mean, it's not about a competition of who's more known. It's a simple fact, do they know him? And by now, you don't think they know who Westside is? You don't think Triple H, who's taking pit?
I don't think he's big enough to be like, all right, until it's time to pay attention, then it's time to pay attention. Like, I'm not out here pre-show caring but so much about, is this guy going to or not going to come to the show? If he's not going to come to the show, cool. That cease and desist still come in the mail. Like,
they still come in the mail, but they my point is, they knew he was going to be there. And you can't, nobody be able to convince me otherwise. They knew he was going to be there. This is a man that's been backstage with him before. This is a man Triple H has done interviews with. This man they're taking pictures with or whatever. I mean, we could try to diminish his popularity all we want, but at the end of the day, like, they knew.
Getting the point of, like, these guys act like they haven't gotten burned before. Like, Tony Khan wasn't all buddy with them behind the scenes, backstage, learning the ropes. You know what I mean? To just then flip it and start his own promotion and competition again. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
so for those of you
I don't have to worry about you if you're not stepping foot on my premises, and I have nothing to be concerned with.
For those of you that don't know, the reason why Willie keeps bringing up AEW, which is a fair point, I'm not trying to diminish it, but just to give context, like, part of the confliction that people are coming up with theories about is the fact that he does have a movement over there. Like, Westside song is the theme music for Hurt Syndicate, which has become pretty much an anthem. So that's a whole conflicting thing too. Right now, you probably know Westside more to be affiliated with AEW because of just that one song and the interest and everything like that. Him coming out and performing with them at All In, than you would at WWE. So some people are speculating there's a conflict of interest there. And if you know the history of WWE, they don't really want nobody that's like affiliated with the enemy. That would have been like Dennis Rodman showing up to Monday Night Nitro and then the following week trying to come to Monday Night Raw. Like they probably would have removed him too.
Yeah, man. Come on, gang. Pick a side. You can't flip after that.
Yeah. So that's a fair point. I just have an issue. I think the timing of it is funny. Like the timing of it don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew
Is it though? Westside
like,
has an album coming out. Whose timing is really funny here? Like whose timing is really funny here?
So you said Westside at fault for attending the show?
Hey man,
he at fault for attending the show.
I don't make the rules to the game.
Now, Willie, that's crazy, dog. Willie, that's wow. He can't attend the show.
I'm just saying. Look,
he spent money for.
What is that? Yo, your $5,000 means nothing to me. If you come to my show and people are like, "Oh, Westside Gunn is at the WWE show," yeah, you know what? He's always at the AEW shows too. You know what? He has a song right there by a wrestler that's really popular by Bobby Lashley. Oh, Bobby Lashley used to be with WWE, yeah, but now he's with AEW. You see where this is going? People aren't talking about my shit anymore. They need to be talking about my shit.
Hey,
it's way more than $5,000.
Hey, so based on that, it looks like I'm gonna be the one that's getting into the WWE events and not y'all. Cause I'm a WWE loyalist and y'all ain't picked the side yet. Y'all be AEW. They gonna be like, "Oh, Dick, you good?" But Willie and Shaq, they been trying to get you to watch New Japan wrestling. Nah, they can stay outside.
I'm a wrestling fan first.
But no,
I'm a wrestling fan first.
No, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not trying to argue with you just to argue with you. I get what you're saying in the grand scheme of things. It's just, I just me personally, I wish that it wasn't a public display. You know what I'm saying? I wish it wasn't like this big scene made out of it. I low-key wish he wasn't embarrassed because I don't think he did anything to get embarrassed like that. You know what I mean? Once again, business is business. I get that. But once again, I don't think it had to be a scene. I don't think he had to be embarrassed like that. Because to be quite frankly honest with you, if there was a white superstar, when the last time they did like a white superstar like that? You can't. I can't think of. And I actually looked it up. I've looked it up. I did some research on it today.
Superstar like that.
Like not wrestling.
What white superstar has a wrestling promotion that's been like in the eye like equivalent to Westside?
Equivalent to Fourth Row. Equivalent to Fourth.
That's a false equivalency.
What you mean?
Like there's no example.
There's no example that you can compare of Westside to. There can be super fans, but there's not super fans that are rappers.
On a promotion.
Own their
sell
own
wrestling merch.
So
they sell wrestling merch. Yeah.
All right. So to be clear though, like everything that we're saying is theories too. There's no 100% fact to like why he got kicked out. We don't know. We speculating, and more than likely y'all are right.
I would bet my top dollar.
I have my theory.
I would bet my top dollar.
I honestly think what me and Shaq talked about, and we can't say it on air, but I honestly think
it won't be responsible. Don't do it.
We went now. I wasn't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But like I think that scenario is more likely than what we're talking about right now. We'll talk about it off air.
And I think that scenario is what happened.
And I wish we could say it, but once again, I wouldn't do that. But
say some strong cologne on or something.
Yeah.
Said that boy smelled like
and I'm glad all three of us agree. Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, then I understand.
I don't think it was that.
And I understand that 110% because we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline about it.
It's a family show, man.
It's a family show. Like you can't do that. That part you can't do that. The other stuff,
save that for the nosebleeds, brother. Save that for the nosebleeds.
No, because that's where we sit. I don't want to smell that. I don't want to know.
And even in that situation, I can understand because somebody can report it at a certain time, and then they come up to them and be like, "Hey, you gotta go." That's why I did all the research I did today to try to find out.
You know you gotta go, bro. Why we even you know.
Right. But once again, we not
probably his family member probably was the one that kicked him out. It was in Buffalo. Like, no, my bad, nigga. Like, come on, man. They making me kick you out, man.
Yes, I mean, but we don't know if that was the case, man. We hopefully comes out. Hopefully, at some point they able to repair that relationship. But in the meantime, man, I'm gonna support for all the black people out there that's wrestling fans, man. Support that man Westside Gunn the Fourth Rope.
Oh
man.
yeah, drop some more merch, Westside. I'll be playing games with the Fourth Rope merch. It's expensive.
It's
but drop some more merch, man.
It's no need to put out, because I done seen so many videos in support of Westside, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when we say we're gonna support somebody, we gotta truly support them. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you can speak out, but also like tune in the Fourth Rope, buy the merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you with them, you know what I'm saying, be with them. You know what I mean? So yeah. So now let's get into War Games real quick. So as far as the event itself. As far as the event itself, right? It looks like we got a super team that's being built, but what's on the other side is looking kind of suspect to me, and I'm gonna explain what I mean. So, the three people that's confirmed to be on one team is CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Cody. All right, that's three, and then you got the three with division with the Logan Paul, Braun, Breaker, and Bronson Reed. All right. According to reports, and there's layers to this that we're going to get into. According to reports, the last two members are supposed to be John Cena and Roman Reigns. So that's will be the last two members of CM Punk's team. It's going to be John Cena and Roman Reigns. On the flip side, on the other side, the Vision side, it's supposed to be Brock Lesnar and maybe Austin Theory. Austin Theory is not confirmed or anything like that, but it's one of those scenarios where it could be him. They may hit us with a swerve or whatever and put somebody else in there, but more than likely Brock Lesnar will be on that team. Hence the promo where he ran into Paul Heyman backstage and said we need to talk. So I'm gonna say this real quick and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I am cool with the super team, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. I am cool. I am actually good with that. I'm not good with Brock Lesnar being on this other team. And here's why. It has nothing to do with Brock, but I think it should be the old guard versus the new guard. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be the pretty much like the present and the past versus the future. Like, it should be Braun. Logan only been with the company like what, 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Logan, Bronson, Braun, they represent the future. Add two more people, you know what I'm saying, that represents the come on. Almost like when it was black and gold NXT versus Skittles color NXT. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was when Braun Breaker and Mello and all of them teamed up against the old guard, you know what I mean? And I think they did have a War Games match, if I'm not mistaken. Was that a War Games match?
Yeah, black and gold versus tie-dye.
Yeah, that's when Brian did that corny stuff. And he was breaking the old NXT logo and stuff like that. So that's surface level. That's where I'm at with it. We'll talk a little bit about it later. But Shaq, what you think of those teams so far? What are the reports?
The super team, yeah, because this is a marquee event, which I'm really kind of, I don't want to say I'm tired of War Games, but the best way, like, War Games used to mean something. Like, War Games is like, no, we got these two sides, these two groups that have been feuding for the whole year. And we didn't have all these type of matches. We didn't have individual matches. We didn't have this. We didn't have that. The only way to settle this is to lock these two up in the cage. Right? That's what War Games used to be. It was the end to a blood feud, not just, I guess it's War Games time now. I guess we gotta just start throwing people randomly together so we could have this pay-per-view. But that's another topic for another time. The superstar team, cool, but for that reason, I think Brock has to be on there, and I don't think that that other person can be Austin Theory.
Yep.
Like,
all right, go into
here's our fifth member, John Cena. Who y'all got?
They need some more star power on that side.
Yeah, we have Austin Theory. It doesn't equate. Like, it doesn't.
They gonna get cooked.
Yeah, it doesn't level up. Like,
you
I know we know wrestling. We know wrestling is not real. Like, we know wrestling is whatever, but there has to be some form of realism. Like, even in a fake fight, though, the other side doesn't stand a chance.
So before Willie goes, so there's nobody else that you don't think could give them a chance. Like, for example, right? I think Gunther represents the division, like what division is looking for
The
as far as the future.
Gunther would be fine. Gunther would be fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you think that's what my point was when you said it absolutely has to be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar and Gunther. You take Austin Theory out of that.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
What I'm saying is that the people that it doesn't equate. Like
not enough star power on the other side.
Yeah, the star too much. It's too much firepower over there. And it's like then we going up against the dream team over here. Who y'all got? We got Lithuania, but we got Tony Kukoc. Yeah, like you still gonna get murdered. Yeah. With just one person's gonna make it look good.
I get that. I'm cool with Austin Theory not being on the team, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
You start talking about a Gunther with that. I'm totally.
I would like that.
Now we talking.
Let that start to set up Gunther versus Brock at Mania or something like that. I would like to see that. Let them start to cook that up at War Games. They lose because them two can't get along. And Brock trying to, bully.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that, but I actually was thinking this week I got somebody else who I would want to see.
That's my fault. Tony Kukoc is from Croatia, not Lithuania. I'm a sports fan too. I
won't go correct you on that.
Racist.
Tony Kukoc is from Croatia.
I was gonna let you. I
was just rolling with it, guys. My fault. But I'm a sports fan too. Yeah, that's fine.
Nah, I think so. Like even Oba, I would even throw Oba in there. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't think I just personally don't dance. I get this from the star power aspect. I get it.
Hey, that gonna say Oba name once a podcast, boy.
Right. I am.
They're gonna find a way to talk about Oba once a podcast.
Same way you be glazing AJ. I'm a shout out Oba.
They're gonna find a way.
Y'all not gonna constantly call me out for supporting certain people. Y'all do the same. I'm gonna start. All right. Don't worry. I can be petty too. Don't you worry. I got you. Willie, you go ahead though.
No, I chimed in on what Shaq was saying. I agree. I don't think there's enough star power on Paul's team. They need Brock and then someone else, preferably like a Gunther, to join them. And, hopefully that would lead to maybe prepping up their WrestleMania feud.
Yeah.
I just don't. My issue with what you're saying, Shaq, is on one hand you're saying that War Games used to mean something. We're not randomly throwing people together. But I mean, that's what you pretty much doing by putting Brock in there. You randomly throwing him into the match. Like if you do old guard versus new guard, at least it makes some sense. You know what I'm saying? And like from a star power aspect, like I don't think it absolutely has to be Brock. I get the logic with Brock. I don't think it's make or break. I think it's other people. Like I just threw Gunther's name out there. You went along with it.
I'm gonna tell you where my mind is going, right? Let's just say they don't have any of the veterans or old guard on their squad. My mind is immediately going to John Cena versus Nexus. That's where my mind's immediately going. Like it's going straight there where these young guys don't stand a chance against all these people over here. Mm-hmm. They had Cena beat them by himself.
But we just built up Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker all year.
They built up the Nexus. The Nexus was an unstoppable force. No, the Nexus was an unstoppable force. And it came to the Survivor Series, Cena beat him by himself.
I ain't saying that's right, by the way. I'm not saying that's right.
No, it wasn't right at all. It was very bad booking.
But
very bad booking.
I don't put Nexus. At the time I didn't consider any of them to be like legit like championship material. Like, you know what I mean? Like I look at Braun Breaker as like he can win the championship tomorrow and be believable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that with Nexus. So I like the way that they built up Braun and Bronson and stuff like that, and then you got Logan with them, and then you add that for. And I do agree with you. I do agree with you about the Austin Theory thing, even though I would love to see. I told y'all my pick, Grayson Waller's my guy, but I think it would actually be dope to see Austin Theory with Division. But I get what y'all saying 100% about that though. Like as far as the star power and throwing another name in there, or whatever. I just don't think it absolutely has to be Brock, man. I don't. I mean, I get it. Once again, I don't know. And then to that point though about a match being randomly thrown together. All of them have been fighting division the entire year. I do want to throw that out there. Like, except for John Cena, he's the only one that hasn't been fighting division. So to your point, it kind of is what's happening. Like, this is the end to a lot of that. Like, this is what happens. The winners of this War Games match, they're gonna be set up to go after like a title of some sort, right? Which brings me to my next thing. So there's reports about this match with hesitancy about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes being on the same team. There's people that is reported there's people in the writers' room that's saying, yo, Cody and Roman don't need to share a screen together unless you're setting up Roman versus Cody 3. If we're not moving in that direction, then they don't need to share a screen together, let alone be on the same team. If we are moving that direction, then we could use War Games to set up that match. That's what's being reported that people are in the writers' room are saying. So what do you guys think about that?
I think there's a point on both sides, but again, one still leads to the other. Either some way, shape, or form, you're going to have to connect the dots to get to that WrestleMania match eventually. So either you're going to do it here at War Games, or you're going to sow seeds of it, but nothing's going to happen. So I mean,
right.
Like I'm fine with them going through with that, and at least them, hey, we're working together, but it's not going to work because of our past history.
Right.
And you're just showing what the status quo already has been between them, which isn't going to change after one match. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to become buddy.
And we've also seen enemies team together for a common goal before. Rather, it was common goal, or they were thrown together for a reason. And enemies have won the tag team titles before. So nothing new.
Shout out to Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. They so, and if people remember how last year's War Games went, like, it was actually done pretty good as far as the story that was being told between Punk and Roman, and then we get that triple threat match at Mania. So it led to something with Paul eventually turning on Roman because of that favor that he had in the War Games match. I think this War Games match is going to be about Jay and whatever's happening with him in the next storyline. Because you throw Roman, he's name dropped Roman as far as him having issues with Roman. Of course, he got issues with Punk right now. He's even done a backstage promo with Cody and his title. I think for those of you that's hoping Jay turns heel soon, if it was ever gonna happen, it's at War Games. If it don't happen at War Games, it's not happening. And that's I mean, I could be wrong,
helps
but
Division win.
Yep. If
I think Division has to win.
I do too. I think they have to win as well.
Once again, this all depends on where they're going next with this story. That all depends.
Well, like I said, but to my earlier
loss
point,
doesn't hurt them. The superstars.
So remember, like
they
we
can
said,
blame it on their egos.
War Games is the end of something. Like, it's the end of the feud. Like, this is the only way to sell out. You have to lock us in the cage, whatever. Like, if Division loses, like, you've conquered them. Like, that's it. You've defeated them. And War Games normally leads to people being out, people going on taking a break with the kayfabe injury and stuff, because people get hurt that bad inside of War Games. So, like, I don't see how them losing and somebody going out, being on TV for a couple months or two, how that helps Division.
Well, if Brock Lesnar is in his match, Division is winning. So I think I don't see how they lose if they gonna put Brock in this match. You know what I mean? The $1 million question is who takes the pin. That's you know what I'm saying. See, it just all depends on what's happening with this story. Like, that's why I get what y'all saying on the surface level, but if they're using War Games like they did last year to kind of set up other feuds or whatnot, because we have an idea of who Cody is going to face, or at least we think, you know what I'm saying? We don't really know what's going to happen with Punk. We don't even know if Punk, like, can you 100% sure think that, or say that you think Punk is going to be the champ to Mania? I can't 100% say that with Gunther coming back. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they prove anything with Gunther can win the title at some of the most random times. Like, It could be a Raw episode. It could be Saturday night's main event. It could be a big event. I don't know if Punk's gonna have that title come Mania. So it just all depends, man. I don't know. I do like the fact that there is a surprise element to this. And I think if we're gonna get any type of swerve, it's gonna be at War Games. If it don't happen at War Games, then we just moving on with whatever's next in regards to the story or whatever. And the Jimmy Uso factor that we was looking at Saturday night's main event, that might actually happen at War Games. So gonna be interesting. Last thing real quick, and then Shaq, I'm gonna give the floor to you. John Cena won the IC title and is officially a Grand Slam champion. Shout out to Boston. I don't do this often, but shout out to that crowd, because that crowd made.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I am, because I'm from Suffolk. I ain't from New York. Oh, that crowd made, from the time John Cena came out to that moment with him winning the belt, that crowd made it 10 times better. So shout out to them. Right call for Cena to win or not? Was it corny or was it cool?
Right call. Right call. You got to get him the Grand Slam before it was said and done.
Shaq.
Right person and everything.
Shaq.
I mean, like
in the context of everything that's happened, what other choice do you have? Like, this
have Dom beat him.
This isn't like some, oh well, we can rewrite it all from his start and retirement.
So, and I get you right. If this was the start of the John Cena run, completely understand it, right? He has 2 dates left.
3.
I thought there were 2 left.
Nah, 3. He got
because MSG, right? It's
New
MSG.
York, New York.
It's 3 left, right?
Yeah.
He has 3 days left. What does this mean for the title now? Like, I just don't understand where we're gonna go from here. When he's having random matches, he's
losing it in New York. He's gonna lose it in New York.
He's gonna lose it next. So when in New York?
Monday.
This month, so he's a 1-week run.
Yeah, that's all this is. Like, he's either losing it in New York or he's gonna lose it at on the 12th, Saturday night main event.
I think
last match is gonna be for the IC belt.
I do. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Yeah, I think whoever. I think he's gonna put somebody else. Yeah, and while we on the topic of his last match, you know somebody who we slept on, who might actually make sense to win this tournament?
Mello.
I mean, we don't even know he in the tournament. I hope he is though. I hope he is.
Mello.
There's somebody who makes sense. I mean, there's actually 2 people that make sense from 2 different perspectives. From a storyline perspective, we slept on Rusev. We haven't talked about how, like, John Cena was the one to end his streak. You know what I'm saying? John Cena was the one to take his title. John Cena, after John Cena, Rusev kind of went like dead in the waters until like Rusev Day came back around. Like, so I can see a scenario where Rusev wants revenge against John Cena and wins his match. From a perspective of him putting other people over, I've been saying Oba, but from the perspective of like putting new talent over, the actual perfect person is Javon Evans. Like, from a John Cena perspective, Javon Evans would be that guy from NXT that he will want to put that spotlight on or whatever because of how good he's been or whatnot. So I just want
and unfortunately, he has to be sacrificed to Gunther.
Hold on, that's his first match. That's his first match. Who? Javon Evans? Oh no! When they announced that?
That was Monday.
Yesterday.
What episode were you watching?
What were you watching, bro?
That might have been when I was in the bathroom.
Look at the text, bro. I look at the text. That's all.
We talked about it in the chat, man.
I told you I just got all y'all messages like 5 minutes ago. Hold on, no. Oh man,
my boy Javon.
I did that. I might have been in the
his post, bro. I saw one of his posts, man.
Blood sacrifice.
Dang. Well,
say you dead, bro, but you gonna hold it down. You ain't gonna disrespect yourself, though.
Dang, moment of silence for Javon Evans, man. Dang, when that match? Next Monday?
That's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. That's his first match back in the tournament. Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. No chance.
But now that comes into play. Who's the LA Knights surprise opponent?
Obafemi. Obafemi. It's not, hey, y'all. It's not gonna be Edge. It's not gonna be Edge, y'all.
No,
It's
no.
not gonna be Edge, man. It's just not. I know
I think it's Nick Aldis himself. I think it's him.
What if it's Chris Jericho?
Is his contract
in
up
New York? In New York,
in New York. It's in New York. That would be if
put it like this. Well, the one thing we know for sure, because they're keeping this a surprise.
Yeah.
LA Knight is losing. He's definitely losing.
If LA Knight lose first round, they go crazy.
He's gonna lose, right? They wouldn't make this surprise thing a big deal if they're planning on having this surprise person lose.
Hey.
Yeah, only way to satisfy LA Knight at this point is like, hey, you're gonna lose, but hey, you're losing to a Hall of Famer or somebody
you're gonna lose. Hey,
man,
you talking about that logic, like the video I sent you?
Yeah, look at the bright side, bro. When else are you gonna get to wrestle against one of the greats? You know what I mean? Like, be grateful. I guess I don't know.
And y'all, real quick, I do want to say this because we went on a whole tangent about Drew McIntyre. They did report today that one of the reasons why he lost and got written off TV is because he got to shoot a movie, so he couldn't even win for real anyway. So at least there's some saving grace with that. He got to go make that money, make that movie bag. So shout out to Drew for that, man. But Shaq, you go ahead, bro.
Justice for Drew, man. I don't know what you got to do, but justice.
He going to get the movie bag, man. You can't knock that, dog.
Nah, man. I want him to shoot a movie as a champ. Justice for Drew. Much all my people that love and still watch wrestling, welcome to Either or This or That section of the podcast where we talk wrestling. I come up with crazy scenarios, fantasy book, and pick a side, man. And we just ask questions and have the fellas tell me their perspective. So this week we're going to go with what is the better accomplishment in your eyes, right? I'm going to give you two scenarios and I want to tell me what you think is the better scenario. All right. The first one is going to be a layup. I already know your answer, but guess what? I throw hard on these and I'm going to say it anyway. Beating Austin and Rock in the same night, become the first undisputed champion, or ending the streak. Next question. All right.
Which streak?
Ending which streak?
What else do they call the streak?
Goldberg.
No. The WrestleMania streak, sir. That's why I said next question.
Oh yeah, man. You already know.
That's why I said next question. All right.
Yeah. It's a streak for everybody who is wondering what we're talking about here. That was
right. Winning the Royal Rumble from the #1 spot, or winning Money in the Bank and cashing in the same night.
Winning Money in the Bank and cashing in the same night.
Yeah, I get the title. Like, ain't no guarantee I'm gonna still win at WrestleMania.
Right.
I might get dragged.
And it's and
I might, as a black man, I might hear Brock Lesnar's music. No, I'm cooked, bro.
Right. And shout out to Chris Van Fleet for this theory, but he's 100% right. It's just as difficult to win from the #1 spot as it is from #2 at the Royal Rumble. They both started.
It is the same position.
So yeah.
Holding the title for 1,000+ days, or winning 16 world titles.
Holding the title for 1,000+ days.
Winning 16. Winning 16. My name will live in. You can't forget it. Like, after 1,000 days, like, all right, cool. Hey, remember that time that guy had a belt for like a long ass fucking time? Yeah. Remember that time that guy kept fucking winning the belt every fucking time? Like,
in multiple promotions?
Yeah.
Hey man, you'll never forget the Tribal Chief, man. You never forget the greatest championship reign of all time. Man.
So you rather win the belt one time of that for 1,000 days than win it 16 times, and then in turn you have lost 15 times out of that. But still, it's the other side of it. Yeah, you lost 15 times though if you had to win it.
Because how many of the championship reigns from John Cena do you actually like take a whole deer? Like, which one stands out? Like, that's a great question. What's your favorite championship reign from John Cena? Y'all don't know.
I don't think.
Yeah, you gotta think.
I'm a chef, and I have to think.
Yeah, I have to think. Couple more. Beating Triple H at WrestleMania or beating Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam?
Beating Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Oh man, this is I mean, the fact that you could even beat Triple H at Mania means like, hey man, that's like, whew.
Undertaker
Talk about winning the Mega Millions, bro.
Brock gonna lose at SummerSlam though.
The goat did it twice. I just want to throw it out there. The goat beat Triple H.
He did.
Actually, 3 times. My bad. He beat the Triple H 3 times.
I'm gonna go beating. Dang, I'm gonna go Triple H at Mania because I got a Mania win.
So. Okay.
All right. Winning your first WWE title in your hometown or winning the title in the main event of WrestleMania?
Winning the title main event WrestleMania. It's only difficult to win into your hometown if you're Drew McIntyre.
I said, we said winning that title. This is, but it's your first title in front of your hometown.
Like it's a world title and everything. Like,
not most of the people.
Hometown, bro. We lit after that shit, bro. We going crazy.
Yeah.
Most of the people, mostly everybody went in their hometown except for Drew.
Not your first one. Beating Roman Reigns clean or making Brock Lesnar tap out?
Making Brock Lesnar
tap out.
Yeah.
And the last one I have for you.
Has that even ever happened?
Beating. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I just thought of it. I don't know.
Kurt might be the only one that probably
Kurt might have did it. I think Kurt might have did it.
But I don't think he tapped out. I think, like Willie said, he passed out. I don't think he tapped out. Okay.
Still a TKO, dog. Yeah, go ahead, research that for a stat guy. Yeah. I don't know. I think he did tap out to the ankle out, maybe.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think
he is Brock. Wait. Yes, he submitted to opponents in WWE. He tapped out to Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
Oh, and Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Okay.
AKA Lord Voldemort. Name who shall not be spoken.
Actually, not be spoken ever. And the bad part about that too, that boy was cold, dog. He was so cold.
It was cold.
And you can't.
Whenever we say Lord Voldemort, that's who we mean in wrestling.
And the last one, I think this one would be interesting right here. Beating Hogan clean, pinning him clean in the Golden Era, or pinning Roman Reigns. No. We're not gonna do Roman.
In honor of Black people everywhere, pinning Hogan clean.
It's pinning Hogan clean. That by a country mile.
Which didn't happen.
Yeah, it only happened once at Mania, and that was Ultimate Warrior, and he was pissed about that.
No, the Undertaker pinned him clean too, but
not at Mania.
Look at when his first match. Survived. No, I didn't say anything about me.
When he told me he broke his neck.
In general.
Hogan allegedly broke his neck. That's on that side.
The man's neck was nowhere near the chair. Yeah, but Hogan never lost. Hogan didn't get pinned.
He never lost. Like he lost to Undertaker. He lost to Warrior.
Last one. I thought that one was. What happened?
Nah, they the only 2 times I remember.
Did you do one if we got to choose a winner beating the streak?
He lost to then he lost to Sergeant Slaughter, right? And then won it back. But that wasn't clean. So yeah,
it wasn't clean.
Oh shoot. That wasn't clean.
Even Taker didn't beat him clean. So the only person I know
the chair, right?
Yeah, the only person I know to beat Hogan clean is Warrior. I can't think of nobody else. I can't think of nobody else, which is crazy. But I can't think of nobody else.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember nobody else.
So from 1983 to 2006, Hogan was pinned or submitted just 14 times on televised matches.
Oh man. That's crazy. That's insane. And there's no way I can go back and watch any of the matches. Not only the Macho Man one, and it's strictly because of Macho.
Like, some of them, yes, Hogan matches were very, like, you know how a Hogan match is gonna go. And I broke this down to somebody, to a wrestling fan, and they were like, "Damn, you're right." I was like, "Hogan matches go the same way. He's losing
every time.
He's losing. He's losing. Hulk up, punch, punch, punch. You, big boot, leg drop. Let's go home. Find me a different match.
Now that's
find me a different match.
That's a Chat GPT question right there. How many squash matches did Hogan have in his career? Like, did he ever squash anybody? Like, cause you're right, that was a formula. He get beat up and then he holds up or whatever. Did he ever squash anybody though?
A squash match?
I'm pretty sure he has.
I'm almost certain like they were squash. But you gotta remember, like, back then, Hogan didn't wrestle on free TV. Like, it was just, he's gonna do an interview on Superstars.
Yeah.
And then comes the pay-per-view. Like, he didn't wrestle on TV.
So I don't think he was ever like you said, it wasn't like he was randomly wrestling on Monday Night Raw or anything like that. So, like, the people that he fought, I don't think he ever squashed none of them people. I think, like you said, the formula was he gets beat up, Hulk up, win. That's an interesting question. I'd be very interested to see what the answer is. But yeah, man, thank y'all for checking in with us, man. The episode 57 of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. We on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on TikTok, we on Spotify. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the content. To my man, I'm gonna say your name one more time because we want, and the reason why I'm saying his name is because we want more of this, man. Like, we like to debate, we like to talk wrestling, man. Just make sure you know what you're talking about when you come to us, man. Because
most importantly, be respectful.
Be respectful.
You gotta come to these live wrestling shows.
You gotta come to these shows.
Be respectful, man.
Shout out speaking of live wrestling shows, shout out to VCW. They doing something in Alexandria. Jay Leto's gonna be there this Saturday, so shout out to them. I wish I could make it.
If we have a football game to go, playoff game this Saturday, I think I will try to roll real quick.
I'm actually gonna be up that way, but I'm gonna be at a wedding around that time, so I ain't gonna be able to make it.
So it's gonna be where? Where's it gonna be at?
Alexandria.
Yeah,
I don't
Richmond on Saturday, bro.
I don't know the event venue, but it's gonna be in Alexandria for sure. Say it's supposed to be a special guest referee for the Jay Leto match. So shout out to them, man. They put on great events. So shout out to VCW, man. But until next time, y'all be blessed. Have a great week. Tap in with us. We'll be live for the Survivor Series War Games preview. That we making predictions. So make plans to join us for our live show. And in the meantime, be easy, be blessed, and we'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.